Good morning and welcome to Praise the Lord and Pass the Plate. Iva and I have started a cooking channel and this is going to be our first video. And what we're doing is, we've got a few things. Iva's gravy. Oh my gosh, she makes such good gravy. And she's going to show you how she makes that. And then we're going to have some good cold cantaloupe, some of that gravy over it, and some biscuits. Yummy, breakfast is cooking. So what she's done so far, Iva, what have you done so far?
That's sausage and Crisco, and I'm just cooking it up and fixing to add the flour.
And I have done biscuits. I cheated this morning since she's making this gravy. Usually she makes homemade biscuits, and we'll have that recipe on here one of these days. But this morning I threw some frozen biscuits in the oven, and they're already done.
And this is all-purpose flour.
All-purpose flour.
And I don't measure. I just.
So there's one.
Whoops.
Oops. Two.
I'm kind of messy in the kitchen too.
So far we got 2 tablespoons. Y'all have to add this up as we go.
2 big old heaping tablespoons.
2 big old heaping tablespoons.
And you make sort of a roux and let it cook. Let the flour brown. That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That looks pretty yummy. And I've noticed from watching some other cooking videos that people do different things with their roux, as I was calling it there. Some of them let it cook a long time and look just pretty much burnt. But you just have to play with it and get it to your likings.
This is usually when I add the salt and pepper because it lets it cook in with it.
So to your left.
Hello.
So salt to taste. And our general rule when we're cooking is you can always add more after it's done if it's not salty enough. Same thing with pepper. But you can't take it back out. So you don't want to over salt or any spices. You don't want to overdo it. Over time you'll kind of learn, if you don't know already,
I can't seem to get
what your
that pepper drink of cooking either.
how much flavor you want to put in
I
everything.
can't get anything, dude. Oh,
All right.
that'll work.
So the salt,
That
pepper
is
to
getting
taste.
browner. See, look, it's
Stir
getting
it up.
browner.
Let me come here and look at it. Yeah.
It's getting browner.
Looking good.
But see, you can hear that salt. You have to cook it till the salt is melted too. Work to cook it all in there together.
I would have to speak up. Some of those old folks don't hear so good.
I'm making a mess.
Well, the bigger mess you make, the better it tastes.
That's right. Most of the time, that's right. This is the part that it took a long time for me to learn, is to cook the flour before you make the gravy, because I would make it. Now you're putting a shadow on. Now you're putting a shadow on the pan.
Oops, sorry.
There you go.
The shadow.
We have another member of the family for breakfast.
And again, this is our first video, so yeah, we're going to make some goofs, and we're going to maybe delete the whole thing, who knows. But anyway, hopefully you don't watch this for a minute and go, oh, these guys are goofy, they don't know what they're doing. We don't. This is our first video, so hang in there with us, kind of watch some after this. If you like it, don't forget to hit the like button. If you think it's worth sharing, and please share it to your friends. We'd like to get all the likes we can. And of course, if you really like it and want to see more of what we're doing, then hit that subscribe button. And it'll let you know when we have a new video out.
Well, it's browning pretty good now.
Yeah, it's starting to get a real creamy color. Dark creamy color.
Add me some milk.
Time for milk. And again, y'all have to just kind of watch this, and
Get
because,
your
as she said, we don't measure anything.
And
Got
get
the
your-
whisk ready.
whiskey thing out.
Pour and stir. Pour and stir. Stir. Stir.
Stir. And I don't know how much milk either. I just don't measure. I just. That's probably what. a couple
Well,
ounces.
here again, it's going to be easier to thin it
It's going to be easier
after it
to
starts
thin it
getting
up.
done than it will be to thicken it. 'Cause to thicken it, you're going to have to be really careful or you'll get it lumpy. But thinning it, you just add a little bit more milk.
And if you have to thicken it after a while, that's a little bit trickier because you have to mix your flour with the milk before you add it in there, or it'll make big lumps. I want to taste it and see if I need to add more salt or pepper. So I taste it just a little. It might need a little bit more salt. Salt.
Oh, sorry, I almost dropped you. I got to turn this oven off.
Did you get the biscuits out, baby?
I got them out. I just forgot to turn the oven off. Oven's just sitting there eating electricity and nothing in it.
Stir and stir. Stir and stir. I need to put the milk away.
Don't leave your milk sitting out too long because it needs to be kept cold, of course. Stir, stir, stir.
Stir, stir, stir. And I usually stir with the spoon. I do use the whisk just to make sure that I don't get any lumps right at first.
I think it's starting to thicken a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it. Starting to thicken. Oh yeah, looking pretty good. Starting to bubble a little bit. See? Starting to thicken. I don't see the pepper in it. I usually use more pepper, I think, but I don't want to, like you said, you can add to it, but you can't take it away, so. Now you let it bubble for a little bit, make sure it's not going to get too thick, because if you get too thick, then you have to add a little bit more milk.
And it's going to thicken a little bit after it cools a little bit. So.
Oh yeah.
Once you set it on your table or it sits out here on your stove, and by the time everybody gets over to dip them a big spoon of it, it's going to thicken up a little bit. So you want to keep that in mind too.
With that in mind, do you think I ought to add a little bit more milk?
I don't know. You're the cook.
It's getting kind of thick.
You're the cooker, I'm the eater. Until we do some of my stuff. you
Yeah.
know. Oh, I got some good things
Oh.
to show you. I got chili to make. I got baked beans with hamburger meat and sausage and all kinds of good stuff. I've got things to do on the griddle. We do an awesome breakfast on the griddle. So those are some videos coming up that you
I'm
can
just going
watch
to add
for.
a touch more milk, just to Just to make sure it doesn't get too thick when it's cooling. Well, that looks good, don't it?
Yeah, I think that's gravy.
I think that's great.
I think that's gravy. So what I'm going to do is shut this off. I'm going to do just a little short video here in a minute on what we're doing with this gravy this morning. Doing something a little bit different. And I think this is probably a Massey thing, because I haven't talked to anyone that's ever done it before. Y'all let me know. Also comment. We really like those comments. Give us a comment. Let us know, if you're doing it, how you do it a little bit different, or we're always open to suggestions. If you've got a video that you would like us to make on one of your recipes, and pop it on there. Let us know. And some people like that kind of stuff but don't want their names mentioned. Just let us know. Mention my name or don't mention my name. It's your recipe, so we don't mind at all saying, hey, Mary Jane gave us this recipe, or whoever it is, and give you a little credit for it. So with that, we want to say praise the Lord and pass the plate. We praise the Lord for all the things He's done for us.
Amen.
All the things He's going to do for us today. He's been so good. When I was about 14 years old in Fellowship Baptist Church in Sikeston, Missouri, I can remember like yesterday hanging onto a pew while Brother Bob Adams was giving an invitation. And I had all my friends lined up in that pew with me. There's usually about 8 of us lined up in that back pew and giggling and poking and whatever. But that particular Sunday, I don't know, God was just really pulling at my heart. And I don't know what those other guys doing, but I was really hanging on to that message. And when Brother Bob gave that invitation, I didn't turn loose of the pew and run right up. I hung onto that thing. My knuckles were turning white. I couldn't turn loose of that back pew. But I knew I had to. And it's like God just lifted my fingers off that pew, and I felt like I ran. I probably didn't, but got up to that altar just as fast as I could and gave my life to Jesus and told Him He had control, and I wanted to live my life for Him, and that's how I came to know Jesus. So if you don't know Him, it's real simple. Just ask Him to come into your life with all your heart, with all your being. Turn your life over to Him, and it's amazing, So at any rate, if you're not sure how to do that, please contact us, and we'll help walk you through it. Message us, or I'd rather do it by phone, but if you're not comfortable with that, just send me a message, and we'll walk you through what God can do for you. So there's the gravy. And Iva, what do we say? Praise the Lord and pass the plate. Until next time, folks. Like I say, I'm going to add a video to this, or try to. I got a photo editor I haven't used. But we're going to shut this off and go show you what our next step is. So if you don't see it after this, then look to our next video. Have a great day, guys. God is great. Bye now.
Amen. Bye.